But the truth is, I'm telling you from my experience with my dad and my experience with my son. I was not the example of a good father. Allow me to end with this. I was not the example of a good father. I did not marry the woman that I procreated with. I went outside of the confines of biblical order. I sinned. I did not obey the scriptures that I taught and preached. I sinned. I take off all the trappings, I take off all the mitigating words. No, I sinned. And I brought a son into this world, and immediately my obligations had to shift. For I had to do more because I did it wrong. There was a lot suffered because I did it wrongly. Well, how can you preach to me about doing it right when you did it wrong? I can preach to you because I did it wrong. And I can preach to you because I betrayed what my father showed me. For I never lived in a home that was without a father. I never lived in a home where the father wasn't present and provided. I never lived in a home where I had to ask who my daddy was. So I knew the right way, but I did the wrong thing. I knew how a father was supposed to act, but I became a father by a wrong action. And now I've got to work twice as hard to make sure I heal the wound as a father who did it wrongly. I've got to make sure that he knows that although it was done wrongly, he's not my mistake. I got to let him know that he's the joy of my heart. I got to let him know that he's the reason why I pray at night. I got to let him know that I cry at the thought of him. I got to let him know that I'm overjoyed at every text and every call. And got to let him know that he's always got my heart, and whatever I have is his. Got to let him understand that he is inextricably linked to my life. And that there is no real life any longer without him. Since he came into this world, there is no life without him. I've got to let him know. I've got to let my son know that he has an inheritance. I got to let my son know what a good father does even in a bad situation. I got to let my son know that there is a responsibility that you cannot shirk. I got to let my son know that I am on hand and I am hands-on. I gotta let my son know that one day when he becomes a father, Franco, when he becomes a father, that he will remember the instructions of his father.